Welcome in Irish Nation to the Golden Dawn Ursuline Player Profile Time. Ursuline Offensive Lineman Phil Bowser. Phil, thanks for joining me. And Phil, you're part of that big offensive line. You're one of the two returning starters, and of course you got a plethora of skill to watch for. But how fun is it to kind of get in there and get in the trenches and really control the game if you can control that line of scrimmage?
I love it. Playing offensive line is probably the most physical, fun position in my opinion.
Right, being a tackle, obviously you're a big, you're in the run game, but you're also that blindside protector for DC, the quarterback. And, how important, obviously everyone knows it's important to block for the quarterback, but take us inside of a lineman's mind. Like, what are some things people really don't know about linemen's jobs?
Honestly, if you mess up, I really don't trust you. I know DC trusts me a lot, so I got it back.
What's that relationship kind of with your other offensive linemen? Because, like you said, only one returning starter, but all those other guys have been there for the last few years.
Yeah, they've been on the ground, getting stronger every year, smaller, exercising, doing the coaching, our O-line coaches.
Right, you guys got that 27-0 win against Farrell in that quarter and a half, which everyone wasn't really expecting, but you got the win. And now you face Walsh, big deal. Bishop Hartley was a little bit of both speed and size. Now Farrell was more speed. So getting a look at very different defenses, how does that kind of help you, not just in East in the next couple of weeks, but down the stretch when you're looking to make it towards that state title game?
I feel like definitely getting a bunch of looks during the season. We need to get ready to
right, and coming up against East Conference game against Steel Valley, and it's a rivalry game. How much more excitement does that bring to the team? Because obviously you're excited to go out and play every week, but this I'm sure adds a little more excitement, right?
Yeah, East and Chambers, it's always a good game. Steel Valley Conference champions.
Yeah, I think since Coach Reardon's been back, he hasn't not had at least a share. And then I also asked him about this, but it's like having that, on your head of, okay, we have won every year, like we're the top dogs, that mentality to have. How does that? I'm sure it's a good kind of pressure to have on you guys, right? So how does that kind of, when you guys pick the field on Friday, against Mooney and change the rest of the year, how does that kind of, give to the confidence of, okay, guys we're lining across, we're better, right?
I would say it's always a good game no matter what. It doesn't matter who you got.
Right. And especially in rivalry games, you can't take a play off because, just like that, it can flip a switch. Last year, Mooney, the record didn't end up very good. They played you guys tough. You guys, of course, got the win and made the big plays that mattered. And now East, they're a team that's very similar to Farrell and schematically. So what do you guys have to do this week that you did well last week, and maybe things you need to improve on too?
I would say definitely ball security and keep running tempo in process. Our team.
Right. And so, your first couple of years here, you're learning from guys like Brian and I, some of those guys who are playing college football now, and of course, that's the step you're going to take next, hopefully, in your career. So, what did you guys kind of learn from them, and how much did that help you, knowing that you didn't have to rush into, okay, I got to play instantly, right?
Yeah, I learned a lot from them, actually. Brian is still larger than
So what kind of got you into football when you were growing up? I see a smile on your face. I'm sure there's some kind of story. Took the fast torch, right? And so what kind of player, do you kind of model your game after? You look up to, NFL calls, whatever. Okay, yeah, he's a good one. He's consistent. He's 40 years old, obviously. But and you want to play college football next year. So how's that for your process? And just kind of what you're looking for, your next time.
I'm glad it's coming out.
And I'm sure that's also the good thing, that's paying for school, that's setting yourself up for the future, and also the fact that it's not many athletes in high school to do that, whether it's D1 through D3, and so I'm sure that's kind of how huge when you put it into that perspective, it's going to make it significant to you.
I like when she showed up. Every team is the same.
Exactly. And especially that's something you guys are obviously going to take into Friday night and the rest of the year. And, take a little scouting for it with East as well. What's going to take to kind of stop them.
I know their coaching is definitely a bit better than the
Right.
I know they have several guys. I also pretty good.
Pretty good. And then that obviously. Exactly. And I mean, anytime you take a field against a conference team, it's always going to be a fun game, especially at that atmosphere like YSU. Not many high school teams would play on that half the season. So what's it like playing there in the big D1 stadium?
It's amazing, honestly. Just looking up like in the stands, like just for a high school team, like playing in such a big stadium, it really just it gives you like the extra
Adrenaline.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so lastly, Phil, what's your message to Irish fans coming into Friday night at Stanbaugh Stadium?
I would say come support us. Be there, be loud. Ready to get that done.
Well, we certainly hope you guys do. Thanks for joining me, Phil. Tim Corso with Phil Bowser, Ursuline Offensive Lineman. We'll see you guys Friday night from Stanbaugh Stadium on YSN. Special thanks to the Golden Dawn for sponsoring your player profile. Phil Bowser, thanks for joining us here on YSN Live.